Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line.
We're going to start. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Set it. Ready. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
No. Me. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48. For a pickup of 2 yards.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Mike 53. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 51. Red 80. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
We're going to sack. 53, Mike. Ricky. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though?
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to add him into something a little more advantageous. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw again on second down. Darnold, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run. Slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including the... And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
51, Mike 50.
Play action. It's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, Echo. 25, check 25.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45.
Hey, Delta. Hey, let's go. Here we go. I got him. Ready? Check safety. Check 37. Check 37. Right here.
Darnold to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Not today. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 9. Check 9. Switch it.
Again, Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Lee. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Skirts by him at the 35. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Sanders' kick is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Check. 59.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Take 4, take 4.
Throwing again is Darnold. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Hey, Haywood! Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
To the air again, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's Darnold. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold flushed out right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Pollard. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Lucky.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. No, lady. Patch it. Shit. Hey.
Running right, this is Freeman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion, I got one. Let's go.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, watch it.
Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Check. Joker.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Tampa Bay, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to next week.